one, so yay me. And my dad or me, or both of us, mostly my dad, is going to show you around and showing our whole studio. Dun, 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 dun. And then...
Okay, so today...
No, I say it.
Okay, what are we going to do today?
Today, my dad is
Why are you looking over here?
I don't know. Today, my dad, or maybe both of us, but mostly my dad, is going to show you around our studio and showing what
we're working on?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
And also me, I'm going to be the talking one, and I'm going to be mostly the headmaster of this video. So, yay me.
Yes.
And then I know Dad. Look away of his face, only me. I am going to show you the main thing. We're going to show you how to make, the thing, no, it's right here. Where's the thing?
Right
What's right there?
Right there on top of there, right there. That one.
Oh. Okay, everybody, sorry, a little mix up here. My dad made this yesterday. It's beautiful. Dad, tell them what you're going to do.
I'm preparing for art exhibit in Fort Lauderdale coming up now in March. It's going to be March 15th. I'm going to be sending out two invites to my whole email list and friends, family, everybody who lives in Florida that I know. I used to live there. I lived there for 10 years. So it's my first show in Florida in 9-10 years. So I'm glad to go back and have another one.
Well, one question: can they subscribe in this video?
Yeah, they can subscribe. You can.
And remember, every time, please punch that subscribe button and the little bell to get notifications when the next video is about to come out.
That's right. And please let us know in the comments what are you going to be doing today on this nice Saturday. It's beautiful here.
Yeah, and please just maybe send us pictures. And I made this, and it's beautiful.
So you're going to be showing how you did that? All right. So
but not all my secrets.
Okay, not all my secrets. Let's go.
Don't just slap my butt.
All right. So Maya, let's show them first where we film.
Okay. First, before we paint, right now in this live, we are gonna show where we film. Here, it's where you paint. I remember the last video. It was our acrylic tips. Here is where we usually paint and everything. And remember, these are the Pascal Markers. Right here. These cans used to be on my desk over there. But now my dad used it to be his masterpiece of art.
Okay, yes.
And it used to be mine, but he stole it.
This is the work table.
Yes. And it can get messy.
I have it set up
and
with all the brackets for filming. These are for the phone. If I have to film something closer to where I'm painting here, and then this is to be from the side, and then up here
it's where you put that mini camera.
I have this little rig. It's a
mini camera,
articulating arm.
The mini camera's right here. So
yeah, this is for the GoPro.
GoPro.
Yeah, the top-down videos, right?
Yeah.
And then I have my palette, which I also move. I think I showed you in a video.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
On your
so this is, and then of course that's the laundry, and then we have a sink there, and this are my paints.
And that's my piano, my electric piano.
Yeah, and then here, this is the area where we film. We're sitting down. Will you see us?
Yeah.
Here we have the two lights.
Yeah. the two lighting. It can either cold vid or warm vid.
This is our backdrop. The backdrop. Show them the what it is. It's actually an IKEA shelving unit.
Yep.
It's like a storage unit
Yeah,
that we
and can I show you the biggest
repurposed.
paintbrush? Biggest paintbrush.
Yeah, open up so they can see inside.
Oh, right. And the only thing I like about this, the most thing I like about this is
The handle.
that handle.
So here you'll see you have all the supplies. There's more supplies down there. A lot of cloth.
It's mine?
Yeah.
Where is it? What does it?
I don't know. Plus this up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And it says my name on it, so I'm the master.
yeah. And then this is Mike workspace.
It's no fair. He gets the more comfier chair. Why do grown-ups always get the more comfier chairs?
Well, because we're bigger.
Dang it! Sure.
This is my latest project. It's a journal. Can't live without it.
Wait, really?
Painted it. Yeah.
But look. And then this is this workspace. Once my friends look down here and they're like, what kind of mouse is this? Literally. They're like, what kind of mouse is this? And then there's where you type. And also here is like neon lights that mix and make another color. It's really pretty. And time for me to talk.
Okay. You talk. All right. Let's put the camera back on here. All right. And let's set it up.
It's time for me to shine.
Okay.
Can I talk now?
Yes. So now, what are you going to be showing?
Okay. Can I talk, please? First of all, yesterday my dad made multiple paintings, like this one, and this one, and even more.
All right. Talk about yours.
And here we see my paintings where I shine the most.
I'm going to
Here.
give you a clean one so you can
Right
show.
here and here. And I have a lot. And I have one more that has a big one. And it's really cool. And here is where we start. I have a trick of where to start and how to make those. First, maybe, for me, it's easier to start with the smaller paper first. And this is from water paper.
What color?
Yeah. And I remember from my birthday, for like my birthday video, you should really see it. And you can see this is watercolor. You can see it's the same thing. You can literally rip it out and put some marks. So for me, it's easier.
Watercolor paper is really good when you not only use it for watercolors, but I like it for acrylics. If you use a lot of water with it, it's very sturdy and it doesn't bleed through. So that's one of the things that a lot of people work at home or they don't like it if it goes through and
like Sharpie.
Yeah, like Sharpie and even paint. So this is highly recommended. It's not expensive.
One little fact. Pascal markers are sort of like Sharpies. Maybe bleed through a little bit. But this, with Pascal, no bleed through. See, here, like both of these, I use Pascal markers. Nothing bleeds through, really. I did that because, bit messy on the top. First thing I do is get pieces of tape. So, just get pieces of tape. You can literally do it on the outside too, but
Okay,
I don't really
what
want
kind
to do
of,
it.
you need like that?
Yeah, but I know what to do.
Okay, I'll help you.
And then you can maybe do like square or anything like the white spots is where I put the tape. So I'm gonna put the tape on one corner. Make sure it fills all the way so if it doesn't, just put it closer to it. And then another tape. Keep putting tapes on how much you want. There. And then just one more.
Okay, another trick. If the tape's not long enough, you can always put tape behind the paper.
And keep it sturdy.
Yep, so that way it doesn't move when you are working on it.
It doesn't even move at all. Okay. And when you feel like you're done, but not yet, just one more. Thank you, Dad. Just one more. Yeah.
Okay. What she's trying to do is create different spaces where she's going to apply the paint here, and that's going to create some lines just to give it a little bit of shape and form. So it's very easy to do. So if you don't know what to paint when you're starting to dabble on acrylic, this is a very good idea.
Okay.
So now, take the Poscas.
So I like to use the Poscas, but I didn't want to really add any details, so I didn't use the medium ones or the smaller ones. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to use the bigger ones, these really bigger ones. And you should always try it first. So I'm going to get a pad, maybe, just like open it up and see if it comes out. If it doesn't, then all you're going to do is shake it. In our last video, like in one of our videos, Pascal Markers, there's a little metal ball inside of that like shakes the paint. Sometimes it's like spray paint.
Yes. The Poscas have a felt point, the nib, and they have acrylic paint inside. And see, a little ball is what mixes the paint. And then when you press it, it has a little valve that allows the paint to come out and bleed through the nib, gets it wet with paint, and that's what you use. So they're really useful and very easy to use.
And if it doesn't come out, just shake, shake, shake. And make sure you hear
Have you ever used Poscas? Let us know in the comments if you have ever used the Posca
And
pens.
we can put a link of our Posca video.
Yes.
And I would start doing rainbows. So I'm going to grab the biggest space and do rainbow. So I'm going to grab this first. And if you want, you can actually go on the tape, because when you take it out, you can't see like any bleed through, because see, it has it. But do you see those bumpy things? That's just because the tape wasn't cut well. P.S. by me. You should really make sure you really cut it really well. And then I'm going to grab the orange. And whenever you use Pascal markers, always let it dry.
But you can also blend them.
Yeah.
Look, let me show you something here. If you want, you can always, when it's wet, go like this right over the red. See? And then that way you get a little bit of a
mix up
transition. Yes.
It's pretty. Like once there was a sunset that was blue, pink, purple, red, and orange and yellow. 6 colors. And just one tip about drawing. People always like use the pencil and does like that with the pencil.
Yeah.
And Dad, tell us why you don't really do that.
Yes, when you paint or draw, you want to see like Maya's doing. You want long, consistent strokes to get, more smoother cover of the area. If you do it in smaller jolts,
like this,
like don't go like this.
It's gonna make it bumpy.
Yep, just go
And you don't want to make it
straight
bumpy,
like
though.
that. Smooth.
No.
Same when you use.
You just went on my line. You're me.
You can just go over. Same with paintbrushes. When you use a paintbrush,
You should always, no matter if it's like round, diagonal, or
you mind if I do a little yellow?
yep, but not on this. Not on this.
Yeah, I hear it on
No,
this
no,
side.
no.
On this side. Well, if you do, just always.
Go straight, no matter
Smooth,
what it is,
long.
no matter how it is.
Okay.
Never do like this. Watch.
No.
Sometimes if you do that with a paintbrush, it can actually make like these.
Yeah, and it bends the bristles.
Yeah,
And
and makes
can,
it really like all splattered over, and you don't want that.
All right. I see some people joining the broadcast. Please say hi in the comments. Tell us who you are,
And
where you're at, and just give us
how
a
much
hi.
you like drawing.
Yes, and tell
I
us.
love drawing.
And welcome to all the people joining.
And if you haven't seen before this, my name is Maya. His name is
Alex. Maya's giving us a small demonstration on how she creates quick artworks like that one. Very easy to do.
And remember, the people who just joined us, this is water paper.
Watercolor paper.
Yeah, water.
Yes. And then we took small pieces of tape. She places them in any orientation you want to create like a shape, a form, a pattern.
Anything.
To form
I
something
put a
like
piece
that.
of tape right there, and I went across and down again.
Yes.
Like diagonally.
These are easy projects that you can do at home. If you don't know what subject to paint or are just starting, this is very simple. She's using Pascal Markers, which are paint pens with acrylics inside, which
And
is very easy
if
to
nothing's coming out, remember, close the lid, shake it. There's a metal ball that shakes the acrylic paint.
Yes.
And also, it's the same thing as the because there's a metal ball and spray paint.
But you can do this with paint brushes as well.
And the people who just joined us, never do something like this. It makes it really bumpy, and a lot of people don't want bumpy at all.
No, I don't want bumpy. Do you?
No.
No?
But sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do? Depends on what you're creating. Right?
Yeah, it depends. But if you do it always...
no good.
No. Wait, 1 second. Let me see. Ooh la la, 5 people.
This is our first live broadcast, just in case. So.
And I'm very nervous. You don't even notice I'm nervous?
Yeah, you can tell how nervous she is. You can tell she's nervous. No, brown. What about purple?
No,
pink?
brown.
What about pink?
I know what my rainbow color is.
Okay.
So I do red, orange, light orange, peach, yellow, light green, light blue, dark blue, purple, and then this is very odd for people, but I do brown and then pink.
Why do you like to do the brown? Is it like your eye tells you to do that, or why do you do brown?
No, because my hair is beautiful and it's brown. So
okay.
Brown
like the
before
rainbow.
Purple.
Okay, that makes sense.
A lot of sense.
Okay.
And it sort of fits all the colors I really want, but don't take the tape off yet.
Okay. Now you can do this pattern, or you can do different patterns, right? I want to show different patterns, like
so
polka
right
dot.
now I did rainbow, and now I'm going to do like hot colors.
Okay.
So we're going to start with red.
I'm gonna get my stuff ready here, so and we'll finish.
Orange. Light orange. Ew! Oh my god, it touched the blue and it was red.
Let it dry and you can paint right over it.
I'm just going to press it down until I see no more blue or no more dark blue.
Right.
Yeah, what?
To the new people, tell them to tell us in the comments where they're at, where they're coming from.
And remember, the people who just joined us, please tell us where you're at and how much you like drawing. Oh. Just try. Okay, it's sort of working. I think it needs to dry a little bit. I'm just going to keep doing yellow. And then peach. Oh, I did yellow before peach. Okay, and then I'm going to start. Oh my god, I'm alone. I'm alone. Okay, and then go back to red. And I am done. Hot colors. Not really, because of the light orange. Now let's do the cold. I know that sounds weird. Cold colors. Let's do this. You know, I'm going to do pink and yellow really quick on this corner. I just think pink and yellow is a match. You know why? Because there's like this candy called Starburst. When I eat two at the same time, I always use the pink one and the yellow one in eating together, and they just taste really good together. So that's why I think they're good colors together too. When I draw or color, yeah, color. Cool colors. Let's start. And one little secret, my dad says schmuck instead of smock. It was so funny. Oh, she's coming. I just explained to him why I put yellow and pink together.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because when I eat Starburst, the candy,
Uh-huh.
when I want to eat two at a time,
Okay.
I always pick yellow and pink because when I taste them together, it just tastes so good. So I feel like it's gonna look like for me, I think it looks good when they're together in colors, like when I color and draw. How many people are we getting?
I don't know. Enough. Thank you for watching, whoever's here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're so grateful that even if it's one person, we're happy, right? We just want to share what we know, information, show where we work from.
It's gonna be pretty when we see this.
Can I do one? Why don't you do this one in polka dots to make it different?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna do this here.
You can do it lines. You can do it however you want if you're at home.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. whatever you do as shapes, it's up to you. I mean, you could come up with anything you could come up with.
Maybe if
Could be
you want,
circles, squares.
you can even peel off like right now.
You can start peeling off.
Yeah, but wait.
For shapes, start with geometrical shapes. Like mine started with lines, just straight lines. Just play around with the colors, and let. There we go.
You can take the tapes off. Whoa!
Nice. Let me take this one.
Whoa, it looks pretty.
Looks great. Show them.
And then maybe you wanna like let it dry for a little bit. I feel like I want to do another one.
But we gotta show him real quick what I'm doing. Maybe at the end we'll do another one. How about?
I did. Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
Look.
So this is how yours should look. Maybe at the end, but you could do smaller tapes, bigger tapes, any kind of tape. And now
That's an easy way to create project. And look how nice this looks together. You can do like a series.
We could. You could
frame
maybe do a puzzle. Maybe
Yes.
that would be cool.
And you got
And
instant artwork.
I did an M for this one. I put tape ends, and yeah, I put tapes. And now let's show. Oh, and I was trying to make my dad's little characters, and this is how it turned out. I think it maybe looks just like his, but not just. And let's see one reference what we're gonna do in our next. Where are your little paintings? Like where are your?
All right.
Where are your little paintings?
Huh?
Where are your little paintings that you made yesterday? With your little.
Over there. I'll show you in a second.
So now we're gonna draw what my dad did
Maya,
yesterday.
be careful with the cable.
This. We're gonna make some of these, and this is the same thing. He used the tape for the outlines. See? I'm gonna do that right there. And I'm joining him. So I'm going on the other side, peoples. I call them peoples. Okay. Now let's see. Alex Benitez is the main character. Okay.
All right, so we're checking. This is our first live stream. Can you see my face?
Wait.
Can you see me?
Just keep doing that. Just keep trying to see the camera. No, we can't see your face at all. Just like that.
Okay.
We can only see your nose and your mouth and not your eyes. It's so funny.
Okay, let's move. Maya, you gotta sing.
No, I do it. I can see where you. This is entertaining. Very entertaining. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, Daddy Yvonne is watching.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the artwork? Look.
Yes.
Like what I'm working on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maya, stand on that side so you can talk also on that side. Where's you have your bench?
Oh, I wanted that. Dang it. That's weird. It looks the opposite. It's
Yes.
the opposite.
All right. So I'm working on a few.
Oh, that's weird. Dad,
What?
on that we can't see us. Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
All right. So,
Whoa.
like I told you, I'm working on a series for an art show that I'm having Fort Lauderdale coming up now in March.
Wait, am I gonna be in it
So,
too?
do you want to be?
Yeah.
Okay, we can look at work. So there's going to be a series uh, called 10 Years. Sorry, did
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, of course you did.
It's going to be my the monsters. It's called 10 Years Later. I haven't had an exhibit in more than 10 years. So I'm excited to be back. And so I'm working on different uh, exploring monochromatic palettes on
We keep doing that.
these.
It's giving me it's giving me
Yeah. So
Ah,
these are all original acrylics on Arches paper, which I love to work on. This is more of a study in a variety of colors.
I think this sort of my dad did that yesterday. So. And that.
Yeah, that one. And
This one.
this one. So I'm playing around. The background is all painted with acrylics. And then once it dries, I use the same technique that Maya used. I put tape on the borders to create like a white border.
That's the same thing as he did with his
ones.
mini ones.
Yes.
I love his mini ones. It's cute.
So, and then on top, I used Pascal Markers to create the images. So a lot of fun to make. And I'm going to show you real quick what Maya said. These are the little mini ones.
I really want one.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'm making these are like 9x5 little ones. Just play around. So I'm gonna paint.
Can I make one too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making one too.
Yay! Set you up.
Okay, I'm gonna make the background like rainbow for me maybe. Oh yay. That's what I like to do. I like to roll them up too and stick them. Okay, can I say the first step?
Hmm?
The first step.
Yeah, first step
is
I'm going to do the backgrounds for all of them.
And put the tape. Duh. You know I'm duh. As you see, he already put the tape. So I'm going to put the tape. Put the tape. Wait, that's scary. Dad, now this is not sticking. Dad, this is not sticking.
Not sticking?
Mm-mm. Yeah. Dad, help me with the tape.
You have some tapes that are ready to go there.
Oh, okay.
Not the long ones, but yeah, exactly.
No, two.
You want me to help you or?
I got it.
Perfect. Okay. See what Maya's doing, and what I have here is in order to create. I mean, you can paint. You can paint the figure. You know, the whole size of the paintings,
Yeah.
the paper or the canvas, if you want. But for these, I like to create this kind of white frame around it. So the way you go about it is just put some tape
And you can cover over the tape.
And then you can paint over. And
Or
it's
you can play
gonna,
with
once you peel it out, like Maya did before, it's gonna give you like that nice white frame. So now the first thing we're gonna do the background.
And we're gonna do with acrylics.
Let me give you a palette for Maya.
Yay! So I can't wait. We're doing a palette.
This is funny. This, sometimes when you don't have an actual palette, I use a canvas. This is an actual canvas. But I've painted so much, I put so much paint in it that, look, this is supposed to be soft. Look.
Oh!
It's like stone. It's so hard. So many layers of paint through the years. So that's a way.
Oh my!
It was a canvas that was ruined at some point, so I gave it a use, and there it is. Look at this. You couldn't even bend this with a hammer. So Maya's going to do the honors.
What happens if you do the hammer on this, and then the hammer broke because of this?
It could. That's how hard it is. So Maya, what color do you want for your background? You want to do blues, red, pinks, yellows?
I'm pick. I'll show everybody later. Done. So I'm sort of picking maybe the cool colors here, but not really. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors. I got sort of this magenta. This magenta. Got some purple. I sort of got turquoise. And I sort of got pink. And another dark pink, but sort of hot. And I got red. I'm going to pick a 7th color, or maybe an 8th. And then I want yellow. And then a dark blue. Okay. Now I've got 8 colors because I had 6, and I'm picking 2 more, which makes 8. I got sort of dark blue turquoises and yellow. I got 8 colors. I picked 8 colors. Then I'm done. I picked 8 colors. I picked 8 colors. Can I start? Can I start pouring it on the canvas? Yes. Okay, the next step you should always do is after when you pick your paints, you should always open up your paints and then you put it on your palette or canvas. You should always do that. And then
All right.
How many people are watching?
You ready?
How many people are watching?
I don't know. Enough for us to keep working. All right.
What happens if there's 0 people watching?
No more. Okay. Why so many colors?
I don't know.
That's okay. I'm gonna have to use that. All right. We're gonna both use it from there. Okay.
Some orange, yes.
Okay. That's it. That's good.
So pick 8 colors. Why? You picked a lot of colors too.
That's good.
And down here. Daddy, 2 more colors. I forgot 2 more colors.
All right. So.
Okay, let's see how many people are watching. No, I'm looking. Oh, okay. Okay, 3 people watching. That's good. Pretty good. Okay.
All right. Get some white. You always need white.
Yes, definitely white.
There we go.
And that's funny.
Let me get you a paintbrush.
Thank you. I can't wait. Looks like it's gonna look pretty.
Okay. There you go. All right. So, what I like to do first when I do my backgrounds is I think about what kind of color palette I'm gonna want. Meaning, am I gonna do one color, monochromatic? Am I gonna do it only working on blues, or only working on reds, or only working on yellows? You know,
I'm gonna sort of mix all the colors, and I'm gonna mix them in a sort of way.
like a little pattern.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can also
Can I start?
just so you know, you can start. Yes.
Okay, I'm picking red first. I'm gonna do the hot things first.
Yes. So the difference, so you know, monochromatic means mono, one color. So this would be an example of monochromatic hues, which is utilizing yellows. I do different shades of yellow, darker, medium, light. Get some whites in there, and in this case, I added a tad of green just to give it a little contrast.
Ooh.
So the actual difference in hues of the one same color can create the contrast that you need versus using a whole bunch of different colors. This one is going to be closer to what Maya is doing,
Yep.
which is
A lot
a
closer.
combination of colors. So this is more of like different here.
Mix.
There you go. Different types of colors, and then you play around. For this series specifically, I usually do a background and then paint, the characters or whatever goes on top. But for this one, I kind of played with the negative space and just painted a very, complex background, and then just with the black Posca marker, I did the subjects. So that kind of see-through effect, kind of like it. So for me, it's kind of like a little experiment. Which is one thing that you want to do. That looks nice. Which is something you want to do when you paint or dabble in any type of art. You always want to be experimenting, doing new things, so it doesn't become boring. Sometimes I kind of get bored with what I do, and that kind of cripples your creativity. So you always want to.
Nothing cripples my creativity.
Nothing.
Except
Dynamo of creativity.
Except TV. TV just like carries me away, and I forgot to create.
Yes, and we don't want that. Okay, so.
But sometimes you can see a reference or hear a reference, and you can write it down. Maybe if you have seen a series called Henry Danger, I'm making a book out of paper, and this girl Lexi in my book is saying "what the butt" because the guy said bye, and you have to wait until tomorrow for the plane because all the planes are filled up. It's funny. It's very funny. He's like, "what the butt," and I got that from Henry Danger because it sounds funny.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be funny, and I want it funny. So when I want to mix colors and I feel like those two colors don't mix, I just put white in between them because everything that mixes with white looks pretty, really, to me.
And white you use to tone down the hues. If you want to do a lighter color of blue, just add white. You make a lighter blue.
Yeah. if you
and the
don't
same with
have
any
it,
other color.
maybe.
And that's, it expands your color
You know,
palette.
it sort of looks like a sea, doesn't it?
It kind of looks like a sunrise or a sunset, right? And
Yeah,
then
and
this is
then
the
that's
water,
the
the,
sea. Yeah.
the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do here.
Ooh. And you can always experience making your own little color by mixing some colors together, maybe.
Yes.
Like you're sort of making your own little color. I like
Yes. A lot of people always ask me how you mix colors, how you combine them. Um, there is some, actual science. Let's call it science in terms of how to mix colors. Of course, you might know from back in school the color wheel, and it is a good basis to understand the color wheel, to know what complementary colors are, what adjacent colors, and so that way like if you have complementary colors, you know that they are opposites, like a blue and a yellow. So you're gonna attain a lot of contrast versus when you have adjacent colors, are colors that are blend together a little more, like maybe like a red and an orange. They're gonna always combine because they're from different hues from the same colors. So we do have a video. You can check it out called Theory of Color, where we explain the basics of color theory, which can help you when you're starting. But other than that, uh, mixing colors is it's like, for example, think about when you're going to paint your house, like a room or even the outside of your house. It's a matter of taste.
Whoa! I think I'm done.
Okay, now you have to let it dry. Um, it's a matter of taste. So it's going to be more of like, okay, I like my room to be, like a khaki color, right? Because I don't know, I like
Be right back.
lighter colors. Okay, and it combines with your decoration. So it's going to be a matter of your taste. And painting and art is no different. It's a matter of, I happen to like, more, let's say, earthy tones. Then you paint with earthy tones. Sometimes, in my case, it depends on uh, clients. If a client says, I like, more muted tones, or I like bright colors. For example, I'm right now preparing for for Florida, South Florida. In general terms, people like brighter colors, pastels, a lot of pinks and reds and oranges. Um, so that's one thing to consider when at least when I'm painting. So for you, when you're just starting out or just painting for fun, all you have to do is, kind of go with what you like first. Use the colors that you like and start playing around. For this particular, see me doing here, I'm not thinking much because, I'm talking to you guys. I'm playing around with different colors. I kind of like how the pinks here blend in with the blue, and then I can always, I use a lot of my in my paintings. I like to use my fingers
Yoki dokie, I'm back.
and blend in to get some contrasts.
Hey, can I make one on that? Maybe.
What do you mean? What?
Like, please.
I can set you another one if you want.
Can I do it right now?
Yes.
Yoki dokie. Start. I'm gonna try to make a sea and then a sunset. See. Wait, first the sunset.
Here,
Oh, thank you.
set it up with the tape. To your left, there's some tape.
Is that my left or is that my right? Oh, that's my left. There's actually some tape. Whoa, that's long.
Okay.
Daddy, can you help me with the tape?
There's some new people saying
Yeah,
hi.
look,
Say hi
look.
to everybody. Let's say hi.
Look,
Welcome.
look, look.
Yes, these are longs. Maya, share what we're doing right now.
So, wait, how many people are watching? One watch.
All right, come. Maya, explain to everybody what we're doing. Some people, new ones that just came in.
Okay. Wait, that's the program.
Come on, this goes right over here. Okay, we're working on what? What are we working on?
We are working on like one of these. So, first of all, we were making this in the beginning, and now we're making some of this. You should always put tape, and you can see there's a white in the background, and you should put some tape and first do the background.
Okay. So for the new people who join us, Maya's working on two paintings here. We're using acrylics on watercolor paper, which, as we talked at the beginning, is a lot sturdier than regular paper in order to work with acrylics, especially if you're using water. And I'm working on more of a series for a show that I'm having in Fort Lauderdale coming up in March. So we are painting along. Let us know in the comments where you're joining us from. So some people from Florida were there, some people from Puerto Rico, some people from here from Maryland, some people from even from California. So let us know in the comments below where you're joining us from, and welcome. And enjoy what we're doing. All right. Like using the fingers?
Yeah, now
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels good. Like a lot good.
Yes. Art is the good thing about art, especially in painting, is that it lends itself to a lot of experimentation. I mean, there are certainly some, guidelines in terms of colors and the mediums you use and paint brushes and such, but there are really not any rules as to how to apply the paint or how to use all your tools. um, I'm a firm believer that the more you play around with what you have, the cooler things that tend to happen. You get a lot of effects with the paint. So see how Maya's doing using her fingers. Art is very tactile.
The acrylic feels good.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah.
It's a very tactile endeavor. So please, use your fingers, use your paint brushes. You can use your palette. Let me show you how. When you use a palette knife, you can just, have a little bit of paint.
It's the same thing as a finger, basically.
Yes. And then you can just
Some people use it for spreading like cement sometimes.
Yes. And then look, you can use a little lighter tone here.
Oh, it's so pretty. Pretty. Oh, look at that. Like, I think that's going to be my next one.
Get some white.
How can you go in that? Can I do one like that one?
No.
Why not? Okay, I'm doing it.
You set another one.
Fine.
Set another one here. Fine.
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 Just take your time a little more so that you don't finish in 2 seconds.
Well, I did finish it.
Okay. Alright, so.
That's our greatest. Our greatest. Okay. Put this here.
If you're just joining us, welcome. Keep seeing people going in and out. So
yeah.
Welcome. We are now working on acrylics on watercolor paper.
Yeah, and you can see you put tape on that so it looks like this. It looks like a white background. And first of all, we're going to do the background. Let it dry and then,
We'll work with the Poscas, right?
Yep, correct. He's right every time.
If you're going to use the technique with the paper, with the tape.
Andy's having an art exhibit in Florida.
Yes, that's what I'm preparing for. If you're going to use this technique with the tape, I use Scotch. It's called Scotch Delicate Surface. It's used for when you're painting walls, and this is delicate enough to deal with canvases and arches paper, which is what I use, and it protects the edge when you're working on here, and it also is easy to remove, which is what you want when you're done. Maya, showing how to use the palette knife.
Yeah, I'm just.
See, we were talking a little bit earlier about when you're exploring painting. What you want to do is really explore. You want to just utilize all the tools at your disposal to develop your technique. And see, the first area here that I painted, I did with a palette knife just to show you see how Maya's doing it. And then the rest I do.
Oh, it looks so soft.
With the paintbrush.
Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
That's
gives you a lot of texture. And look, you can also go over that here. See where you have excess paint? Look, let me show you something. It's okay. See what? So that way, Maita, because you have a lot of excess paint here, you can go over that either with a paintbrush.
Yeah, but I want to keep it that way.
But it's not going to dry. You're not going to be able to finish your demonstration if that doesn't dry up.
So I have to
look. Let me show you. It's going to look nice.
Oh.
See,
no, it isn't. It's not really.
It looks nice. Look.
Nice.
See? Then you can do that.
But it's not blending in.
It blends in. Maita, look. It blends in like this. Look.
Not blending.
Keep working on that.
Okay.
What Maya expresses happens a lot when people explore art. They you don't want to box yourself into something. I'm not saying that you don't paint it as you want it. I'm just saying that break away from what you think are norms. If something looks oh, it has to be this way or that way, not necessarily. You can always make it work. And I say that because it happens to me. I tend to kind of square my paintings into my space. So For me, dealing like I don't like too much chaos on my work,
Yeah.
but although my brain is kind of chaotic anyway, when I draw, I do want to maintain certain. I don't know how you would say a little more cohesiveness
looks
in
like
what I'm
poop.
doing. Yeah.
No, not
Um,
that.
so I tend to box myself into something that my mind says, oh, this is the right way to do it, and so I have to kind of force myself to explore and step out of the box a little bit, and work um, from a different place where my mind is usually is at. So that this experiment for me, these paintings that I've been doing for this series have really helped me kind of let go a little bit of my frame of mind and open up to different changes. So that's why I always tell you to experiment and do play around with your media, because that way that loosens up your brain. This is as much a mental thing as it is technical. So yeah. So let's see here. We're gonna do a. What do you think with the blue? I'm gonna do this one. It's gonna be more of complementary. Right. Let's do the yellow. Complementary colors are colors on the opposite end of the color wheel, and are colors that are completely opposite, which means that they're going to be very contrasting. So blue and yellow are super complementary. So it's going to make this pop.
That pop, I like it.
It's going to pop.
And I think we need more purple. We don't really have purple, and I need purple. Okay, it's a go on. I think we need a lot more purple.
There's purple there. Look. There's purple right there.
Where?
Is that purple?
No, that's
No?
magenta, a type of pink.
No, it's magenta. It's magenta. And you see what's happening here. The yellow is blending in a little bit with the blue.
And I like it.
And what is it forming? What color?
Green.
Yes.
Oink, oink, pigs
Maybe.
oink.
And then maybe.
Look,
Where's
this
the-
is a song.
Is that the orange?
Look, the pigs are going oink, oink. The pigs are going oink, oink. The pigs are going oink, oink. Oh, Winston.
That's Winston.
He's
dog.
grumpy.
He doesn't like when other dogs walk by the house, right?
Yeah. Oh, I read this book about cavaliers, and it says that they're not really good guard dogs. But Winston's different. He is a good guard dog.
Yeah, he's not big, but
But-
he's very feisty, right?
Yeah, very, very feisty. I've seen him feisty. You don't want to see him feisty. Really. Because when he was a puppy, he scraped me, and this is how long it was. Like that. It was hurt very much.
Okay. So this one's ready. Okay. And now this other one. Always when you're working on, if you're working on several ones, always clean your paintbrush between, because if not, and that happens to me sometimes, you keep just mixing and mixing, and you're gonna kind of stay in the same palette, and everything's gonna look the same. So you don't want to fall into that trap. So always clean your paintbrushes, and of course, when you're finished, clean them, because if you don't, the acrylic is gonna dry up,
And then the paint bristles are going to dry up.
Yeah, and it's gonna get damaged, and you might as well throw them away.
And you're dead.
And you don't want to ruin your paintbrushes. As we said in another video, now talking a little bit about paintbrushes, and when you're starting out, don't spend a lot of money on paint, on the acrylic paint.
That feels so good.
Acrylic paint, you can get away with using, let's call it, less expensive paints, right? You can get away with that. But what you cannot get away with, in my opinion, is crappy paintbrushes. And speaking of which, this is kind of a crappy paintbrush, but since it's to cover a large area, doesn't matter. What I mean by crappy, it's all going to come down to the bristles. There's some that you buy that are very cheap, that are either made out of like some sort of plastic, which are awful, and then these others are made out of
I claim them.
a very cheap bristle, and those, the bristles are always coming off, and
I feel like my first one is dry.
You think?
Yeah, can I take it off?
Yeah.
The tape. It's beautiful. It's more beautiful than I expected. Dad, look at it.
Very nice. Show everybody.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Say
Don't-
hi
I
to
don't
new
wanna-
people.
Hello, new people. Just one
Some new
second.
people coming in.
Be right back. I'm gonna put this in the trolley rack.
Yeah, be careful with that. You cut off the.
Okay, so I put it on the place where I want it to dry. Very beautiful. Now it's trying to open my second one, but we're gonna still leave my first one drying. No.
Did you show this one?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. Huh?
Yeah, I did.
Get ready.
Oh, dang it.
It's too wet,
I know it's too wet, but
but it still looks nice. Tell them why you were using the tape.
because
Please. You grab that one.
okay, we were using the tape because for him we wanted to use a white background, so then
You use a white frame around it, right?
yep, and that. And we're gonna let them dry until it's dry enough, and then we can put things. No. You don't touch. No, don't touch my thing.
Wait, it helps it dry up. Trust me, wait.
Wait. You're like, wait. Just like.
Okay. So hi to everybody joining us. We are working. I'm working on.
And I'm a bit hungry, so I'll be right back.
All right. I'm just gonna get something to eat.
I'm hungry, so hungry. I never
Right.
had any breakfast.
Oh no?
Mom.
one's getting ready to dry up. Okay. So again, thank you for joining us. Some new people I see coming in. Hi. Who's here? Let me see who's here. Oh, Carmen Fernandez. Hi. Adriana Solano. How you doing? Gordo Walter Zuniga. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Elisa Mata. Hi. Carlos Herrera Mandeli. How are you? Ferdusa Vela. Hi. Ricky Lafont. How are you, my friend? So welcome everybody. I know people are coming in and out, but Maya went to get something to eat real quick, so you are stuck with me right now. So what I'm working on, I am working on some paintings for an art exhibit I have in Florida coming up now in March 15th. So I'm getting ready. Let me show you the larger paintings since you came in. These are going to be these are the big ones. I can see. I got a little hard to handle here. Hold on. That's one. That's the other one. This is the new series called Monsters. I'm going to be showing over there. I'm kind of experimenting with different color palettes and some of my cartoonish drawings. A lot of my doodles. I'm experimenting with some colors, like I said, like since it's Florida, I'm moving towards brighter. You got the greens, you got the yellows, purples, pinks, and instead of painting on the whole paper, I'm using tape to create like a little bit of a white frame, which I really like how that's looking. And this over here, which is the demonstration that we're doing for you, is for these smaller paintings, little ones. Same concept, but on smaller watercolor paper. See? Again, I'm experimenting with different color palettes, and I'm jumping from monochromatic, which is different hues of one. This is like greens, to, explosion of different colors. So that's what I'm working on here. And so this one, I use a tape, see, to frame the white area around, and I'm working on the background, which is what I do first. This next one I'm going to do with the magenta here. Okay, and let's do it. I think this one's going to be monochromatic. When I paint, I don't really think about it that much. I just, kind of disconnect from the real world and just start moving the paintbrush. Um, when people are starting out, they tend to focus because art is very, very separate from, let's say, when you're working. Uh, you have to, in a way, not think of it as a chore or a work. Like, for example, for me, that this is my work. Uh, Even though I might be doing a painting for a client, I try to anyway. I get in the mood. I put some music, um, and even though I know what I'm going to paint, I already have a sketch and something that a client specifically asked for. I still, kind of disconnect from the world and let my, I don't know, call it feelings or my muse inspiration take over. So when you're starting out, it's very important that you get also into the mood. Whatever is your thing. If you want to get a cup of tea or coffee, or you want to get some wine or whatever it is that helps you relax, get into that mood, get some nice music, and start painting. So don't set yourself too many guidelines or goals, or I'm going to paint this if it doesn't, because you're going to drive yourself crazy. So basically, just lay your canvas, get some colors, get some paintbrushes, and just start hitting the canvas. What Maya, I don't know if anybody's still here from the beginning, but from all new people, Maya showed us a little technique that she uses, which is she takes these pieces of tape and just lace it in different shapes like that, nothing in particular. And then she starts painting different different patterns. And then when you peel it off, it comes out I think it's very interesting. And she makes a whole bunch of different ones. And this is very easy to make because all you do is put the tape there and then just draw different patterns. It can be polka dots, lines, curly cues, whatever you want. And it's very interesting. And then the good thing, remember, art is not as much as about the end result as it is about the process. So, even setting this up and putting the tape and painting your different patterns, that's gonna, activate an area on your right brain, which is funny enough the same area that other emotions like love, eating, um, help you release endorphins, and that's gonna, relax you, calm you down, and it's gonna help you reduce the levels of cortisol in your body, which, as you know, cortisol is produced when you're stressed, when you're having a bad day, uh, you're under pressure. So, painting is going to release endorphins, and which are it's like imagine uh, putting a fire extinguisher to a fire. It's going to just calm down your body. It's going to relax you. It's fantastic. So I encourage you to experiment with that. So now I'm going to do my fourth background. See, I have different patterns. I already did monochromatic pink. What do you say if this one we do oranges? Oh, I know this is an art studio, but I still don't like things when they get too messy. All right. gonna have to start getting ready for lunch. So what I'm gonna do is, before we go, I'm gonna work on the forefront of these. All right. So these are Pascal markers. They're paint markers. They're awesome to use, and I like uh, the flexibility it gives me. For my style, that's great because I'm more of cartoon painter, so that works great for me. But again, experiment with different mediums. So here, Alex, how do you know what to paint? I don't. I'm just kind of winging it here. I know that I'm going to do some faces, which is what I like to paint the most. And I'm just going to see. Okay, it's looking good.
I am back, everybody.
Here's Maya. Get your.
Was up
I
there.
think the red one, I think, is ready. Yeah.
I was upstairs for a bit of a long time because I never got any breakfast.
This is our first YouTube live broadcast, so
You said that like a million times.
I know, but there's new people there, so
There is?
yes, so they don't know.
Oh, wow.
And
There is.
you want to see if on the other one you check on that one.
I don't know what you're saying.
Check over there. It's different on the
Oh.
screen. On the screen. So
The same thing.
same
It's
thing.
the same thing. Yeah, nothing's different. Nothing's different. It's the same thing.
Okay. So Maya, I am already doing my insides. So if you want to start working on that.
So these are some of mine that I sort of like copycatted him, but not really copycatted. Like, can I do a Sharpie?
No.
Why?
I'm gonna paint well. Use the
Posca? A Posca?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do the ones that I did on my drawing. Doing sort of. And I asked my dad if I could use Sharpie, but he said no, it doesn't color well on acrylics. So if you ever are drawing this, don't use Sharpie, because it doesn't go well. Be right back.
What are you doing? Well, let's just say bye then.
No, 1 second. Mom, 1 second.
Yes. You gotta go eat? All right.
Wait. We can't just say bye yet.
We're gonna say bye because we gotta go eat.
But I'm not even done. Oh, you don't listen to me.
All right. Say goodbye. Thank you for joining us.
In our
This
lives.
was a lot of fun. First live viewing. It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot. So we're gonna be doing one, you want to do one every Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
But
do
that's
it.
actually kind of scary.
All right. So say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Take care. Okay.
So,
Now enjoy your
nice.
Saturday.
Bye. Enjoy your Saturday. Even that's what you said. Bye, everybody.